The Honourable Dato Sri Hajah Nancy Shukri, Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Malaysia, His Excellency Mr. Ouyang Yujing, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the People's Republic of China to Malaysia, Mr. Chang Chen, Councillor of Culture and Tourism Affairs, China, Mr. Ziyu, Director of Zhejiang Provincial Department of Culture and Tourism, China, Mr. Keith Tan, Chief Executive Officer of Singapore Tourism Board, Mr. Ha Van Siu, Vice Chairman of Vietnam National Administration of Tourism, Encik Muhammad Zamri bin Mat Zain, Deputy Secretary General of Tourism, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Malaysia, Dato Keith Lee, Chief Representative of Zhejiang Tourism Promotion Centre in Southeast Asia and CEO of GTC Group, Dato Sri Azman Ouyang, Chairman of Malaysia-China Inside Trilingual News, Dr. Mokhtar Hussain, CEO of the Malaysian National News Agency, Bernama, tourism authorities, government officials, ministry representatives from Singapore, Vietnam, China, and Malaysia, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's virtual exhibition of Zhejiang and a very special launch ceremony. Zhejiang is a province located in the southeastern coast of China, and that is the birthplace of a civilization that spans 5,000 years, and therefore endowed with the finest talents and richest culture, as you may imagine. Since ancient times, ladies and gentlemen, Zhejiang has been widely renowned for its resources, abundance, and as house of silk and tea. In addition, the ancient maritime Silk Road that started from Zhejiang and transited through Malaysia. Therefore, the friendship between the both sides has experienced thousands and thousands of years. Zhejiang is also one of the main tourist destinations for foreign tourists to China who are impressed by its rich natural landscapes and profound history and humanities. Ladies and gentlemen, Zhejiang Provincial Department of Culture and Tourism, the government agency that coordinates the planning of culture and tourism in the Zhejiang province, is committed to promotion of the brand Picturesque Zhejiang, which inherits and develops its excellent traditional culture for better integration of culture and tourism, striving, ladies and gentlemen, to establish Zhejiang as one of the best tourist destinations in China. Now, of course, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many things were put on pause, and that includes offline cultural and tourism exchanges between Zhejiang and Malaysia, and mutual visits between our peoples, considering which Zhejiang Provincial Department of Culture and Tourism has created today's virtual exhibition of Zhejiang to maintain sound interaction with the Malaysian people and share the beauty and abundance of Zhejiang. The grand virtual exhibition of Zhejiang consists of 5 sections, namely Charm of Landscape, Collection of History, Alley of Craftsmanship, Echo of Sounds, Taste of Jiangnan, which offers a comprehensive and panoramic view of the natural beauty, rich history, intangible cultural heritage, fantastic art, local delicacies in Zhejiang. Therefore, leading you to have a taste of the multifaceted charm of Zhejiang via this virtual exhibition. Ladies and gentlemen, most importantly, it's hoped that people will visit Zhejiang and appreciate the picturesque beauty after the pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to direct your attention to the screens in front of you to witness this short video presentation by the Zhejiang Culture of Tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful China, the wonderful Zhejiang of history, craftsmanship, sounds, landscape, and beautiful food as well, as we just saw on that video. Very enticing, and indeed it is exciting to be able to be part of this virtual exhibition and launch here today. Ladies and gentlemen, as we progress in today's agenda, we have joining us virtually as well so many wonderful guests and important people as well who will weigh in into the importance of this very special event today. Joining us right now, I'd like to welcome Mr. Ziyu, Director of Zhejiang Provincial Department of Culture and Tourism, China, to deliver his opening remarks.
尊敬的南希苏克里部长阁下，尊敬的欧阳玉静大使，女士们、先生们、朋友们，大家好。首先，我谨代表浙江省文化和旅游业界，对部长阁下和欧阳大使在百忙之中拨冗出席云上浙江发布仪式，表示诚挚的感谢。感谢部长和大使对浙江文化和旅游业的鼎力支持和厚爱。在此我也要衷心的感谢新加坡国家旅游局陈建龙局长、越南国家旅游总局何文超副局长，他们也专门为本次发布会发表了视频致辞，情谊深厚，这将殊为感动，亦铭记在心。对莅临本次发布会的各位贵宾和友人，我也在此表示热烈的欢迎。今天能有机会与大家分享中国的锦绣江南、诗画浙江的多样之美，我深感荣幸。作为中国东部沿海发达省份，浙江很好地融合了传统与现代、传承与开放的精神气质。跨越5000年的文明曙光从这里升起，成就了钟灵毓秀、人文厚植的万千气象。长期以来，浙江与新加坡、马来西亚、越南等国家交往密切，相知相重，在文旅领域始终保持着友好的交流与合作。特别在旅游方面，大家互为客源地，互为目的地。2019年，有近30万来自马来西亚、新加坡与越南的游客到访浙江，而浙江去访的人数超过70万。星月共辉，海天相连，我们彼此的交往对对方带来了无限的活力与精彩。由于疫情，浙江和东南亚的文旅交流受到了很大的冲击，疫情虽然在空间上阻隔了我们，但我们寻求交流的愿望和热情从没有消退。基于此，我们制作了云上浙江万象馆、汇聚山水间、博物志、百工巷、辽南音、江南味5大板块，展示了浙江的灵秀山水、博物史诗、天工巧艺、艺术演绎以及烟壶百味等。希望在疫情下依然可以和马来西亚、新加坡、越南等国人民保持良好的互动，分享浙江的美丽与美好。千百年前，依靠风帆与航船，我们实现了相识相知。今天借助互联网的力量，我们相信依然能感受到海内外存知己、天涯如同比邻的美好情愫。最后，我要对新加坡中国文化中心、吉隆坡中国文化中心、河内中国文化中心等给予这次活动的无私帮助和辛勤的付出表示深深的感谢。活动有时，情谊恒久。在这里我诚挚地邀请各位贵宾、各位朋友，在疫情后能亲临浙江，共享美景，共话合作。预祝本次活动取得圆满成功，祝各位贵宾身体健康，万事如意。再次感谢部长阁下和欧阳大使，谢谢大家。
Thank you, Mr. Ziyu, Director of Zhejiang Provincial Department of Culture and Tourism, China, for sharing that message, indeed reiterating and underlining the importance of strong friendship and that bond between Singapore, Vietnam, Malaysia and China. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, it now gives me great pleasure to call upon the Chief Executive Officer of the Singapore Tourism Board, Mr. Keith Tan, to deliver his short message.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good day to everyone. It is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to the 美丽中国诗画浙江 tourism event organized by the Zhejiang Provincial Department of Culture and Tourism. I am very honored that the Singapore Tourism Board can be part of this event. Zhejiang is truly a beautiful province with rich cultural and tourism assets. From the stunning landmarks such as Leifeng Ta to the historic scenic town of Yujing and heritage skills such as Taizhou Cixiu, there is so much to explore in Zhejiang, and I look forward to visiting when travel restrictions are eased. It is encouraging to see that many businesses are seizing new growth opportunities to emerge stronger from this pandemic. Over the past year, STB, together with the tourism industry in Singapore, has worked hard to reopen our tourism businesses and resume events safely. Underpinned by the core brand message of Singapore's passion made possible, STB has developed Singapore Reimagined, 即刻随心所往，心想事成, as the umbrella message for Singapore's tourism recovery when international travel resumes, by rallying the local and global communities to reset and revive tourism. It is an affirmation of Singapore's commitment to set new standards for travel through investments in safety, technology, experiences, and sustainability. Even while international travel hasn't fully resumed yet, STB has continued to roll out a range of innovative marketing campaigns to showcase Singapore. For example, the Singapore Food Festival, held in September 2021 with the theme Savor Singapore in Every Bite, 美食美客新加坡, has brought the Singapore Food Festival and its related food tasting experiences to almost 20 cities in China, including Hangzhou. To ensure Singapore's tourism industry remains in close contact with our valued Chinese partners, STB organized a 3-month-long Singapore Reimagined China Virtual Travel Mart 2021. As we look forward to the resumption of international travel, let us continue to maintain close relations, including through the sharing of information and best practices between Zhejiang and Singapore. 最后，诚挚祝愿美丽中国诗画浙江文旅推广活动圆满成功，祝各位健康平安，万事如意。谢谢大家。
Thank you, Mr. Keith Tan, Chief Executive Officer of the Singapore Tourism Board, delivering his short message. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, the tourism sector has been so badly affected in the times of this pandemic, but it is the resilience of the leaders and bilateral relationships that are further strengthened that will help the tourism sector bounce back and build back even better. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us virtually now all the way from Vietnam, please help me welcome the Vice Chairman of the Vietnam National Administration of Tourism, Mr. Ha Van Siu, to deliver his message.
Excellency Dato Sri Hajah Nancy Shukri, Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture of Malaysia. Excellency Ouyang Yujing, the Ambassador of China to Malaysia. Excellency Chu Chui, Director of Zhejiang Provincial Department of Culture and Tourism. Excellency Keith Tan, Chief Executive Officer of Singapore Tourism Board. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, on behalf of Vietnam National Administration of Tourism, I would like to extend my warmest greeting from Hanoi. I also would like to present my best compliments to all of you on this very important event. It is me a great honor to be invited, attending and delivering a speech at the Malaysia launch ceremony of 2021 Virtual Exhibition of Zhejiang Culture and Tourism. held in Kuala Lumpur. Especially, it has more important meaning when we are now celebrating 30th anniversaries of ASEAN-China relationship with significant results and progresses. Zhejiang is an eastern coastal province of China with strong economy, magnificent natural sceneries, long-lasting history as an origin of Chinese culture. Zhejiang people are friendly and hospitality. All of that makes Zhejiang very attractive to international tourists over the world as well as from ASEAN countries. During the past years, tourism cooperation between Vietnam and China has gained various remarkable achievements. China continuously over the last decade is the top #1 visitor generating market to Vietnam. Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, Da Nang, Ha Long, Nha Trang, and Phu Quoc are very popular destinations for Chinese visitors. And vice versa, Vietnam is also in the top 10 visitor sending market to China. With Zhejiang province in particular, we have been holding various forms of cooperation and exchanging activities, which have deepened the understanding of both sides and enhanced friendship and tangible cooperation. Vietnam National Administration of Tourism and Zhejiang Department of Culture and Tourism have concluded the Memorandum of Understanding on Tourism, which is a fundament for tight cooperation and facilitates traveling to and from China and Zhejiang, as well as to and from Vietnam, China in general. This growing trend in visitors exchange between Vietnam and China in recent years thereby has strengthened our friendship with mutual understanding and positively contributed to socio-economic development of both sides. We highly appreciate the dynamic role and efforts of both Vietnamese and Chinese tourism businesses in realizing our cooperation targets. However, the COVID-19 pandemic since early 2020 is spreading worldwide and has been creating unprecedented difficulties for international culture and tourism exchange. After nearly 20 months of closing international tourism, now we call for further cooperation and endeavor to safely reopen and recover the tourism industry. Recently, the government of Vietnam has shifted to the proactive, flexible, adapting, and effective controls to COVID-19 approach. Vietnam has just opened welcoming international tourists back to 5 destinations that are Phu Quoc Islands, Kiên Giang Province, Khánh Hoa, Da Nang, Quảng Nam, and Quảng Ninh Province. China and other ASEAN countries have been gradually preparing or implementing plans to reopen international tourism as well. We highly appreciate initiative and strongly determination of Zhejiang and participating partners in organizing this virtual exhibition. Taking this opportunity,
we'll try to get back the audio connection there. Mr. Ha, can you hear us? We've lost your audio. Just one second as we try to understand what's going on. Perhaps the technical crew can find out if that is something on our end or a connection problem. So is the new norm, ladies and gentlemen. We will have to adapt. There we have Mr. Ha is back. Mr. Ha, please continue.
Okay. Ở đây một đoạn này. You can hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Quay lại đi, từ được rồi. Đấy. So we highly appreciate initiative and strong determination of Zhejiang and participating partners in organizing this virtual exhibition. Taking these opportunities, it is strongly suggested that China and ASEAN countries should pay more attention to facilitation of safe travel, entry and exit procedures for tourists from their own country to Vietnam and vice versa. On the Vietnamese side, with high commitment, Vietnam assures that we go along with you on this matter. We would like to encourage tourism businesses to join hands to promote safe tourism, proactive and flexible response to COVID-19. I wish all of you good health, happiness, and success. I also wish the 2021 virtual exhibition of Zhejiang culture and tourism will achieve great success. I also wish tourism industry of China, Vietnam, and ASEAN country to be soon fully recovered and developed to a new height. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ha Van Siu, Vice Chairman of the Vietnam National Administration of Tourism. They're sharing a bit about Vietnam and his hopes for the future as well. Ladies and gentlemen, perhaps one of the highlights of today as we welcome our special guest. We'll need to have that muted. Okay, great. Just a kind reminder to all our viewers watching online, perhaps if you're dialing in via the Zoom connection as well, just ensure that your mics have been muted. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, one of the highlights today is ushering and welcoming our special guest, and that is the Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of People's Republic of China to Malaysia, His Excellency Ouyang Yujing. Please help me welcome His Excellency to deliver his welcome address.
YB Dato Hajah Nancy Shukri, Minister of the Tourism, Arts and the Culture of Malaysia. Respected Mr. Chu Ziyu, Director General of the Department of Culture and Tourism of Zhejiang Province. Respected Dato Mokhtar Hossain, CEO of the Burma. Respected Dato Sri Azman Ouyang, ex-chairman of the Burma. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I'm very delighted to be invited to attend the virtual exhibition of the Zhejiang-Malaysia launch ceremony. Director General Chu Ziyu just introduced the culture and the tourism resources in the Zhejiang province. I believe our friends from Malaysia must have a brief understanding of this picturesque and poetical place, Zhejiang, and all other provinces in China. Welcome friends from Malaysia to visit China after the pandemic, to appreciate the beautiful scenery, taste the Chinese delicacy, as well as to enjoy the Chinese culture. Culture is enriched through people-to-people exchange. The year 2019 witnessed the number of the visitors from China to Malaysia exceeding 3 million for the first time, reaching 3.11 million. China continued to be Malaysia's largest tourist source country and the number one outside of ASEAN. In the year 2019, 1.38 tourists tourists from Malaysia visited China, marking Malaysia as the 8th largest tourist source country of China. Malaysia is also the 8th most popular destination for the Chinese tourists. Being impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, the number of the mutual visiting tourists declined sharply. However, our two people's hearts has never been set apart afar. The culture and the tourism exchange has been moved to the online platform. Happy Chinese New Year series activities, culture and tourism digital Silk Road, Asia Conference in the Marine Tourism 2021, Asia Dialogues for the Cultural Heritage Conservations, and other events was held one after another, on the greatest support from all walks of life, and enrich the people-to-people exchanges of our two countries. Dear friends, the COVID-19 outbreak has caught the world off guard, bringing many challenges and changes to our life. In face of the pandemic, China and Malaysia supported each other through thick and thin, and have extended a helping hand timely. We are so proud that last year, the bilateral trade volume keeping growing despite of the global economic recession. In the year 2020, the bilateral trade volume hit a new high of the $131.16 billion, achieving 5.7% year-on-year growth. According to the China official figures, China and Malaysia bilateral trade volume reached $81.79 billion for the first half of 2021, increasing 43.9% over the same period of last year. All the figures demonstrate that China and Malaysia share the similar development concept, compatible development needs, and our corporations have a broad prospect. The famous poet of the Tang Dynasty, Bai Juyi, depicts the scenery of the southern Yangtze River regions of China in the memory like this: fair southern shore, with scenes I adore. At sunrise, riverside flowers redder than fire. In spring, green waves grow as blue as sapphire. These lines was widely recited generation after generation, arousing people in and outside China yearning for such picturesque scenery. Zhejiang, located in the southeast part of China, is proud of such scenery. Zhejiang enjoys the rich tourism resources and historical profundity, and is honored as the center of the southern Yangtze River culture. Being like a poem and a picture, Zhejiang invited all the Malaysia friends. The exchange between Zhejiang and Malaysia can be dated back to a long time before. Zhejiang used to be one of the important start points of the maritime Silk Road. I believe this ceremony will enhance the mutual understanding, expand and deepen the cooperation between Zhejiang and Malaysia. With the further development of the Belt and Road Initiative, the culture and the tourism cooperation between Zhejiang province and Malaysia will definitely be broader and brighter. Wish the launch ceremony a great success. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency Ouyang, Yujing, of course, for sharing that special messages. When you read out how, it's so beautiful there, I can only help but imagine blue as sapphire, for example. That really caught my attention. So indeed, Zhejiang, picturesque and poetic, and I'm sure Malaysians and those in the region as well who have access will love to be part of this virtual exhibitions experience. Ladies and gentlemen, a very special lady who has been at the helm of leadership, ensuring that the tourism sector bounces back even bigger and better this time, is none other than our very own Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture. Please help me to welcome the Honourable Dato Sri Hajah Nancy binti Shukri to deliver her keynote address.
Thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good afternoon. His Excellency Ouyang Yujing, Chinese Ambassador to Malaysia, Mr. Chu Ziyu, Director of Zhejiang Provincial Department of Culture and Tourism of China, distinguished guests from Singapore and Vietnam, ladies and gentlemen, and members of media who have been supporting every one of us here in covering stories on tourism, arts, and culture. Thank you, Zhejiang Provincial Department of Culture and Tourism, China, and the Working Committee team for an excellent job in hosting this event. I am honored to be invited to launch the Virtual Exhibition of Zhejiang, Cultural and Tourism of China in Malaysia, Singapore, and Vietnam. I'm also delighted to witness the outstanding efforts in culture and tourism exchanges by Zhejiang of China with Malaysia, Singapore, Vietnam, and other ASEAN countries. Ladies and gentlemen, the millennial friendship between China and Malaysia provides strong support across various sectors between both countries, and the momentum of people-to-people exchanges have been most encouraging, particularly in the field of culture. History has proven that the cultural exchange between Malaysia and China has contributed to the diversity of the country's unique cultural heritage that can be seen today. In 2020, Malaysia, through a multinational nomination with China, successfully inscribed the Wangkang ceremony in UNESCO's representative list of the intangible cultural heritage. The listing is a testament of our strong cultural diplomacy with China in preserving this shared heritage. Both China and Malaysia boast of rich cultural, artistic, and natural resources. China is one of the major sources of inbound tourists for Malaysia. Meanwhile, Zhejiang of China is also one of the popular tourist destinations for Malaysians. Our bilateral relationship is strengthened by our people visiting each other. However, the COVID-19 pandemic since early 2020 has posed tremendous challenges, not only between ASEAN countries and China, but also globally, and we miss traveling clearly, very dearly. Well, but technology has enabled us to do things differently and brought many changes into the field of culture. It has changed the way culture is mediated to the audience, as well as the way culture is consumed and perceived. I would like to wish congratulations to the Zhejiang Provincial Department of Culture and Tourism for carrying out this innovative virtual event, and we are delighted to connect with Zhejiang of China by such a brand new method of tourism promotion. Through this virtual exhibition, Malaysians will experience the beautiful landscape and splendid culture of Zhejiang, so as to open up a new chapter of bilateral exchanges in the culture and tourism sector. Soon, Malaysia will open its borders to welcome international tourism gradually, and tourism is expected to thrive and prosper once again. I believe this event will be a good start, and we expect a continuous and closer cooperation with Zhejiang of China to ensure a solid foundation for the recovery of the post-COVID period. I would also like to take this opportunity to welcome our guests from China, our neighbors Singapore, Vietnam, other ASEAN countries, and all over the world. I wish this event a full success, and I hope to see you all in Malaysia soon. In the name of God, I wish to declare the virtual Zhejiang Cultural and Tourism Exhibition officially open. Thank you and 谢谢你.
Thank you very much, Dato Sri. May I kindly request for you to stay on stage, to be upstanding, and may I also kindly invite at this point His Excellency Ouyang to join the Honourable Dato Sri for the launching ceremony of today's virtual exhibition of Zhejiang. This is fairly easy. Perhaps I could invite both of you to touch the launching pad on my count as I count down to 1. So ladies and gentlemen, maybe you can help me count through. 3, 2, 1. There you have it. May I kindly invite our guests of honors to please have a seat and witness this video. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The access is available on Bernama.com's website, and that, of course, is accessible to all readers. Congratulations, everyone, on the virtual exhibition of Zhejiang's official launch ceremony. I'd like now to invite the Chief Representative of Zhejiang Tourism Promotion Culture in Southeast Asia, Dato Keith Lee, to deliver a token of appreciation to firstly His Excellency Ouyang Yujing, followed by the Honourable Dato Sri Hajah Nancy binti Shukri. Perhaps I could have the both of you stand as Dato Keith approaches. Thank you very much, Ambassador, for your support and guidance in ensuring the success of this virtual exhibition. And now to present a token of appreciation to our very own Dato Sri Hajah Nancy binti Shukri, Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Malaysia. Thank you so much. I'd like to invite all our VIPs on stage to take a group picture, and I've had a special request for a thumbs up. So in 3, 2, 1, members of the press, I'm sure you're ready with your cameras, ladies and gentlemen, and perhaps those joining us from in Zoom as well, if you would like to give a thumbs up as we take this momentous picture. In 3, 2, and 1. Just so we don't get in any form of trouble, perhaps we can social distance a little bit more, leaving a meter's gap between each on stage. Yeah, just a little bit more gap. Yes, a little bit more. Ambassador, maybe a little bit more over that side. Okay, there we go. Again, let's do it again. 3, 2, 1, thumbs up. Thank you very much, Dato Keith Lee, and thank you to our VIPs. May I kindly invite you to be seated again. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, marks the end of our event today. I would like to invite our VIPs to be seated in case the press have some questions to ask. Mr. Ambassador, maybe you would like to... We do expect some questions from the members of the press. For those joining us all the way from China, Singapore and Vietnam, thank you for your attention and thank you for your presence as well. We do hope to see you very soon in person again as things get back to normal. Till then, take care, stay safe, and share. I learned that word. Thank you formally, and informally I'd like to now open the floor for a session with the media. If the media has any questions to pose to Mr. Ambassador or to Madam Minister. I think we have a... Bernam? Okay, then thank you very much to our guests of honor, Mr. Ambassador, and of course, Madam Minister. Thank you very much. I think the press has decided to not ask the questions at this point of time, but they may approach you later. Till then, everyone, take care, stay safe, and thank you for being here. Do enjoy the virtual exhibition. Thank you.